Hey, good morning. I just felt like I should stop in and that it's the right time to tell you all a story. Um, and this story is probably particularly good for any of you single people out there. Um, but it also illustrates the power of imagining good things for yourself. But it's my story of finding my fairy tale. Um, so I don't even know where to begin. Like, you kind of absorb what you grow up in and you think that it's normal. Um, and you repeat that record until mm, you realize that there are other possibilities out in the world. So I grew up and I absorbed this story that relationships were hard, that they were unhappy and fraught with conflict. And so for that reason, I grew up and eventually that's what I found for myself. And it's fine. I just tell you this story. Like, I've been through stuff, but I wouldn't undo it. And but if you can avoid going through stuff, like that would be ideal, right? But I wouldn't undo my past because a lot of good things have come from it. Um but yeah. So I got divorced and there was always this feeling inside of there was a feeling inside of me that I was capable of having a happy relationship. And I don't know why I had this feeling because it wasn't what I had experienced and it wasn't the reality of the way I thought relationships were. I thought that they were struggle and you had to work for them and you just had to endure conflict. But I muddled my way along in the dating world after I got divorced and with some optimistic belief that there was something better out there for me. But I found dysfunction in the dating world too after I was divorced. Like, it didn't immediately get fixed. And then I was somehow adopted by two best friends who were also single, and one of them, Adele, gave me the book. She's like, I have a book for you that I want you to read. And it was John Gray's Venus and Mars on a Date. He's famously known for men are from Mars, women are from Venus. So I read the book that she gave me. And when I read it, I felt something heal inside me. I was like, whoa, this guy has the secret code. So I went to Barnes and Noble and I literally cleared the shelves of all the John Gray books and then systematically read them. And I think that I read Venus and Mars on a Date twice. And I don't do that. Like, I like novelty and I don't like watching the same movie twice or whatever, but I think that book that I actually did because the information in there was like something that I really needed. Um so um what was in the book? Um Basically, and I think in his book is written from a heterosexual point of view. But basically he said you have to value yourself first basically you have to fix yourself, but you have to work on yourself. You have to value yourself. You have to treat yourself with respect. And then he went back to old school chivalry. Um and just like outlined what chivalry looked like as far as like asking for flowers, learning to sit in the car to let the guy come around and open the door for you, just saying thank you, um, dressing up and celebrating yourself and just going out on a date and feeling good. And also like that you don't have to commit to the first person that comes along, that that you hold yourself valuable, and just go out and have fun and get to know people, and basically like set the bar really high and make somebody reach for that, and that it would be okay to date like multiple people at the same time. But he also says that that you shouldn't go sleeping around. I think this is my personal belief, but I think he also outlines it in there that like when you sleep around, you get connected to people who are not good for you. And if you're looking for a long-term relationship, you need to be able to think clearly and to really figure out if they're good for you. And if you sleep together right away, then you've already bought into something that may not be good for you, and it causes all kinds of hurt and dysfunction along the way. So, anyways, I listened to his, or I read and followed his directions like a manual. And one person in particular who I was dating did not pass at all. Like, he did not make the cut. And eventually that led me to believe that he was not right for me. And then I set up my dating profile and just put the rules right there on my dating profile that I wasn't going to commit to anybody until it was a good idea, and probably said I wasn't going to be sleeping around, and said that I liked chivalry, I liked flowers, I liked doors to be held up but open for me, and it just set the bar high, and it worked. Yeah, there's more to that story, but I met my husband, and there's a really cute story that goes along with it. I don't want to get too long with this story right now, but he was a person that was able to value me. And if you talk to him, he probably didn't appreciate how slow I took the relationship, or how much I made him prove himself to me. And he is a really fantastic person. And maybe if I hadn't, maybe I would have been lucky, and we would have had a good relationship anyways. But I firmly believe that our relationship is stronger because of that firm foundation, and that I can be confident in the relationship, and that it went much smoother because that structure was put in place. So I just wanted to share that part of the story. I'll probably share more later, because I think there are a lot of people in the world that are looking for their person. And I just wanted to say that like fairy tales actually are possible. They are like really good things are possible out there for you. Like, but work on yourself first, value yourself, treat yourself really well, and then set the expectation that whoever you're going to be in a relationship with is going to treat you really well. And don't settle for anything less. And I think that this is applicable to other areas of life. Like, really good things are out there for all of us in all areas of life. We just have to imagine them. We just have to set the bar high, and we have to be receptive when they appear. So that's the first part of the story, but just want to give you hope for all of you single people out there. Um, Set the bar high, value yourself. Um, don't just jump into a relationship. Have fun, take your time, get to know people, and the person that values you will be out there. You have to value them as well. But if you're in the right space of valuing yourself and working on yourself, then you will find them. So I hope that helps somebody out there, but that was a message that was really healing for me, and one that was transformational in my life. I feel like for a lot of us, having that soulmate, having that good relationship, um, is a key component of being happy. Not saying everybody has to, but a lot of people want to, and it's a wonderful thing. Um, it's a wonderful thing if you are able to find your person. So I just want other people to know that really good things are possible.